Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with Hobbylink, and today we're back in FSX for another short video, and today it actually might be short rather than last time where it was, well, not short. So we're here in an aeroplane that a lot of you will know. This is the A380 and this is Heathrow Airport, which is an airport where this A380 actually would fly. I don't know if we have Emirates aeroplanes in Heathrow. But what I do know is that we do have like British Airways A380s, and especially as the 747 doesn't fly anymore, this is quite commonly flown here. So I'm going to get this taken off, so we're going to put the flaps down a little bit, and now we're actually just going to... Now I'm not sure how accurate the cockpit is. This is a freeware add-on again. If I remember, I will link it down in the description. Now I haven't downloaded an add-on for Heathrow, so it doesn't look that good. Right, I need to be in cockpit view actually. Right, we're going to start to pull back. Okay, and with plenty of runway to spare. We're off. Might be a slightly steep climb, but there we go. That was wonderful. Look at that. So basically we're here today to see if the just the A380 is a good short haul / bush plane. So I'm going to fly it to some really small airports and see how well it lands. So stick with me. Alright, so we are here in an airport that not many of you may recognise, apart from this circle here on the end of the runway, which is very iconic to this airport. And this airport is in Corfu, which is in Greece. It's an island off Greece. And I've flown here personally. We flew here in an A320, which by size comparison is a lot smaller. So we're going to see if this can take off, and then I'll use slew mode. We'll flip it around and we'll see if I can land it again. So here we go. Throttles to full. Oh, flaps down. Don't forget the flaps. It's a magnificent BCA380. I love the way it looks. It's kind of cute, to be honest. There we go. The original 747 was actually going to be an A380 cult of shape, but they decided against it and they went for like the hump rather than the full double decks. Right, okay, now let's focus on getting this aeroplane lifted off. Look at that, there we go. Now Corfu is known for being one of the more dangerous airports there are, especially as you come down from the mountains up there. You come down, you land, and touch down on that runway right there, which leads off into the ocean. You get full flaps. The aeroplane is sort of floating up in the air. We don't really want that, so let's pitch down a bit to get back down. Now I'm not really that used to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've only got like 16 hours in it so far, so you'll have to forgive me. But as you can see, the water areas are running a lot smoother on recording.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Right, we need to keep some throttle because this thing is heavy and it is trying to fall out of the sky at the moment. Let's line up a little bit better. Again, I'm not using ILS. It would normally land with ILS, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't stop. And also, Corfu doesn't have ILS on the runway. What we just need to do is get it down hard and fast, and that should be good. So here we go. Right, we're a little high. A little high. Right.
500.
500.
Sink rate.
This is an add-on. I'll link it in the description.
Sink
It's about
rate.
2 point something gigabytes.
Pull
Approaching minimums.
Approaching
Pull
minimums. Minimums.
Pull up. Sink rate.
100.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
50. 50. 40. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Wasn't all that bad at landing. Can it stop though? Now, it's a lot of people's experience. Bigger aeroplanes actually have really quick stopping abilities. And there we go. So technically, the A380 could fly to Corfu Airport in Greece, which is a very small island airport, I must add. And should we see where else it could fly? Oh, I love that little thing connected to nothing. There we go. Should we see where else it could fly? That was impressive. Let's actually first watch a replay of that. So as I know from watching my last recording, I can see this box up here and you can't. So this is where I've controlled the recordings from. If you get the game, you'll see it. If you don't, you currently cannot see it. So let's skip down to the landing.
40.
Let's see how smooth it was. So I feel, personally, like there could have been a tiny bit more flair there. So here we go. Yep, it was reasonably smooth, but yeah, a lot more flair could have been added. So let's move on to the next airport. Okay, so here we are in Courchevel Airport in France. Now, in real life, the runway is sloped and does not have trees directly in line of sight. Now, this is a big jump in the size of runway, I must say. Yeah, it's a pretty short runway, so I don't think we're going to get a very successful takeoff here. And I also switched the skin, so we're now in British Airways version, which would have been probably more suitable to start off with. But here we go. So we're going to unpause the simulation. We're going to place flaps down quite a lot, and we're going to throttle up all the way. There we go. Okay, engines are throttling up. Here we go. Now, I honestly would be amazed if it can do this. And the first thing you'll notice is that the wings are way too wide for the runway, and they're going to collide with that little building there. Okay, that building survived. Probably got wrecked by the backblast. As you can see, that little aeroplane there, that is probably about what would fly here normally. And ooh. Oh.
10, 20, 10, 10.
Okay, so we have overrun a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh.
Sink.
10,
Well, thanks to FSX physics.
10,
sink.
20, 20, 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 40,
Look at that.
50, 100. Minimum.
Look at that. Okay, so that was a perfect takeoff, as always. And I must say, this region looks incredible. I'd like to go here sometime. We go, landing gear are extending. Let's use a bit of cockpit view, because then I can actually... And this is not going to look good, because Courchevel is a tiny runway. Now, I would take us to Lucla, but Lucla seems to be a tiny bit broken for me at the moment. Right.
Sink rate. Pull up.
500.
Pull up.
Minimums.
Sink rate.
100.
Oh,
50,
I hit the
20,
ground.
10. 20, 10.
And that has been a fail. Yeah, we've overrun that one quite a bit. Okay, so maybe not Courchevel in France, but let me think of other small airports, and we'll try, let's say, one more small airport. Right, so for the final runway, we're here in a runway I have seen. You may have seen before on the channel, you may have been there yourself, although it's reasonably unlikely knowing the range the YouTube runs to. And as you can see, it's got a tiny runway, not quite as short as Courchevel. I mean, I've been here myself, but I haven't been by aeroplane. This is St Mary's Airport in the Scilly Isles, and I flew here in flight gear a little while ago, last year, but that wasn't actually that long ago. But I flew here in a Antonov An 225, and as you know, that didn't go too well. And this airport is made mainly for Twin Otters, but today we are going to be flying as A380, because that's just, you know, what you fly here. There are two more liveries apart from this Lufthansa skin, or there's another Lufthansa skin. There's also China and Singapore Airlines. So let's try and get this taken off. It's very windy right here. This again is an add-on airport, I think. St Mary's is. As you can see, there's a grass runway there. Yeah, the Twin Otter goes from Land's End in the UK, in Cornwall, to the Isle of Scilly, and I might do a video on the Isle of Scilly like I did some flight gear because it's a remarkable place and I recommend going. In real life, that is. And in the game. Although the game doesn't really capture its beauty. Come on, pull up. Don't. Yeah. Okay, so it needs a lot of runway to start flying. What's its takeoff speed? Like 140, I think. Let's see if we can not hit this house. Nope. Okay. We just killed a lot of people. But other than that, there we go. We're off the ground. In fact, I'm going to leave the gears out because we're about to land. But there you go. There's St Mary's Airport behind us. There's Tresco helipad, which you can go visit if we do a video on the other city. Let's gently touch it down on this runway here. Now there are grass strips in St Mary's. I'm not going to use one, although because the braking is a lot harder.
Minimums. 100.
50, 40.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Nope. And that has been a go around, go around.
40. 30. 20. 10. 40. 30. 20. 10. 100.
And that, my friends, has been a water landing for sure, although FSX physics won't allow it. So there we go.
40, 30,
What we established
30,
today is that A380s can indeed
30, 30, 30.
fly from, can fly from Corfu,
40, 30,
but not
20,
from
10,
the other city
10.
or Courchevel. The reason I'm pausing it is because, yeah, FSX physics will do that. Right. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.
40,
Check out all the rest of my videos. There's a playlist, an
30,
FSX playlist,
20,
that will probably be on the card at some point in the video, if not now. And I will see you all, that would have probably killed all the passengers, but that's fine. I will see you all in the next video. Have fun. See you around. Goodbye.